Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? So I just got back from a hike and it was really interesting to say the least. So we went to a trail that we have never been to before. So it was unfamiliar territory. And when we first got there, I remember thinking as we were walking through the path, like, wow, the sun is out. It's really hot. And I'm probably gonna get sunburned, right? So I'm thinking, like, I had a long sleeve shirt and I took it off in the car because I'm like, I need to even out my tan. So this would be the best opportunity to do so. Needless to say, I took off the shirt and went in my tank, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna get scorched. But as we went further down the trail, we went into this really wooded area, and it was dark and it looked kind of magical and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, a nice little wooded area. This is so nice. And as we're walking, we start encountering different things. The mud, like, all over the place, and it's hard to get through, so having to walk on the sides or find a little path to the side to get through. And then there was this little bridge over some water, but then the bugs started coming out and attacking us. And then we had to walk through like a lot of high grass, and so the path kept switching up. Like, I'm used to like these pretty easy paths, and I was just thinking it was gonna be really easy, right? So then we get to this point where it's like completely muddy. I mean, really bad. And then the grass being so high, and I started being attacked by this one persistent horsefly that was trying to bite me. And I'm like running from this daggone horsefly, like running through the glass, like ducking and trying to get away from it, and it would not leave me alone. This thing was on me for quite some time. We passed by some like a river, and finally we get to the point where we're like, okay, we came around the bend, everything's good. We made it through like the worst part of this whole thing. Like, we made it, oh my god. And now we just got to go straight up here, and it's gonna lead us right back out to where we can go and get in the car. Well, we get there and it's flooded out. And I'm like, oh my God, we got to turn around and go back the way we just came after everything we just been through. And it just made me think about life, man. Like, sometimes you get to this point that you're thinking like, oh, I made it through the rough part. I made it through the hard part. Like, I made it through all of this. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it through this. And I made it through this only to have to, go back and go back through to actually get to where you need to go. And I was just like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go back that way. I don't want to go back that way. I don't want to have to go through this again. Like, I just been through something. And it just made me think about life and where I'm at and the things I've encountered. Man, if it had not been for the grace of God, if it had not been for him on my side, like, I think about the places that I've been and the things that I've been through, and I've gotten to the point a couple of times where I'm like, okay, God, this is enough. Like, enough is enough. Like, I don't want to go through like these hardships and these trials no more. I'm not strong enough. I don't have enough strength. But I knew that the only way that we could get back to our car and the only way that I could get home to get in the shower, which is all I wanted to do at that point, was take a shower after being bit by everything possible and imagine that you can imagine. And bugs. And I was just like, all I want to do is get back to the house. I just want to get home. I just want to take a shower. So we had to turn around and we had to troop it back through there. And it took a lot of I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but it took a lot of it for me to just have to push through, walking in mud and slipping and sliding and fighting the bugs again and fighting the horse flies again, and stepping in on stuff that scratches your ankles and leaves and all that type of stuff. But the thing is, I pushed through it and I made it. So I said all of that to say, sometimes in life we go through things and we're just like, why am I here? Why am I here again? Like, why do I have to go through this? Or why do I have to walk this path? Let me tell you something. You got to do whatever you got to do to get to your destination. It's not your final destination, okay? But it's the destination that you need to get to at that moment. And no matter what it is, you need to be able to push through and persevere through, walking through the mud, slipping, sliding, being attacked by bugs, being uncomfortable, being hot, being sweaty, being thirsty, being dry, feet hurting, back hurting. Just know that you have enough strength in you to make it through whatever you're going through. So today I pray that you find strength no matter what you're going through, and that you make it through to the other side, even if you have to turn back around, even if there's a roadblock in your way, even if the river has flooded out your path and you cannot safely cross to the other side going in the direction that you're going in. And you might have to turn around and go back through go places that you never thought you would ever have to go back through. But let me tell you, God's protection and grace is there for you. So trust in him along your journey, along your path, and know that you can make it. Be blessed. Love you.